Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a team looking for its first win. Last year's national champions, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense comes onto the field first today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer
to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Markway. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just keeps slinging it. Punts it out of the air. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled.
It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Marshall's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going right to work up top. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll give it to him again. Makes his man miss. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Falcons can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Boley. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try the run. Fights off a defender. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They get to him as he throws. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clay. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Falcons. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Marshall quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Oh, they blocked the kick. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. To throw, it's Boley. Fakes to grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, to watch. Look at him get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. At the 35, he's open. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've reached a break, and Marshall is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Boley. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. To the 15. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Finds his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering Herd offense coming out. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Back to throw, it's Boley. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great match points.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. No huddle offense to the line.
And That wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Rides the back and leaves it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Boley. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. From the red zone, it's Allen. Ripping through the defense. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working that left side now. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They're going to run it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. 7-yard line. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Quickly complete. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it inside the 15. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinators figure it out and then start double teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Hurd! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering Herd offense coming out. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Marshall will be forced to punt. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. This time on target. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intent.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think his quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They get through and it's blocked. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys. Right up, the running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move, it's Wallace. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Running back searching for a hole. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. From the gun, the ground game. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then could collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
He's got it. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Using his legs, it's Wallace. Picks up the first down, still moving. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's a draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Falcons will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this pass into tiny slices.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Rides the back on the option to give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. We'll start this 4th quarter as they line up for the field goal. It's a fake. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys turning it on. Doing some serious work on the ground, out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. And the Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick handoff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd. It's Sperry. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Power football with the run. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. It has been a rather rough ride for this sophomore behind center. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up any yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It's a draw. Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defense
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Marshall will be forced to punt.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
They kick it away on fourth down. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And this quarterback has had a less than stellar game. And you can mark that clap. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick it off. Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pitch it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Marshall will be forced to punt.
Number 10 on to kick it away.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. And this quarterback really needs to come out of his funk right now. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. And some room to work.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Falcons decide to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
First down here for the offense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Second down coming up. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.